We are here today to present our own quota, our own support generally for this COVID-19 pandemic to Health Emergency Initiative, which we hope that it will get down to the right places and help to support those vulnerable, those who are affected by this COVID-19. And we'll continue to do this as long as we are supporting the government as well. We have done this with Lagos State government, we have done it with the Osun State government, we have done it in other African countries as well, and we'll continue to do it. We have donated food materials to both Lagos State government and also Osun State government as well. We have also donated PPE, that is the equipment, for medical equipment, to some other organization as well. And what we are doing today is a cash donation to Health Emergency Initiative, which is also part of what we are planning to do. For those ones that need cash, we'll give it to them. For those who need food items, we'll give it to them. And for those who need the medical equipment, we also give it to them as well. You know, by numbers, we could be looking at a figure around 3,000 plus in terms of food items we have donated. In terms of cash, we'll look at about 25 million thereabouts. It's fortunate that we find ourselves in this situation. Nobody ever prayed for this at any point in time of his life. It's unfortunate that it's happening during our lifetime. The figure is not quite, the cases are not encouraging, but we believe that with the measures the government are putting in place, with the increased number of testing, with the hope that the world is clearly seeing that the vaccine has passed the second stage of approval, we hope that at some point we should be able to go back to our normal business. What we know is that COVID-19 is here. It's a new environment for everyone. It's affecting the business, it's affecting the economy. But they believe that we could be able to come up with a good business continuity plan for all our businesses. We'll be able to support the economy. And with what we are doing today is by supporting the vulnerable. We hope and believe that these figures will come lower at some point. Nigeria has not reached its peak period, peak point, but by and large, we appreciate what government has been able to do so far. And hopefully that these figures will come down as soon as we are able to provide solutions here and there and look at what we are doing today to support all those vulnerables who are affected. We commiserated with those who have died for this, as a result of this COVID-19, while we hope those that are recovered a successful health situation and status, and that we encourage people to continue to maintain social distancing. As much as you can, you don't need to go out and mingle with people. As much as you can, you need to, as much as possible, also advocate at this about what's going on about COVID-19. The issue is that it affects all of us. It's all about all of us. So we need to continue to enlighten ourselves, maintain social distancing. As much as possible that you can feel any symptoms, you should be able to contact the nearest hospital or NCDC as the lines are provided. I must congratulate the government, especially the PTA, for what they have done so far in terms of enlightening and in terms of having to take proactive measures to see that these figures can be reduced at some point.
Okay, we recognize that timely provision of personal protective equipment, PPE, is critical to winning the COVID-19 war. And if you check across the globe, most places where the pandemic took so many lives happened because they didn't have enough PPE or they were not timely provided. So we embarked on setting up an emergency trust fund for this, and we have actually, prior to now, purchased and distributed some to some organizations like LUT, LASUT, the IDH, YABA, and FMC, and even Federal Road Safety Commission. So our goal is, with the funds provided by Citi Trust, who saw and verified what we have done and committed this support, we would deploy it to buying, getting those PPE, critical ones needed, and ensuring they get to the end users, because we've been working with the hospitals in the last 5 years, so we know their touch points. Every kobo committed to us get maximum value. We have myriads of problems at the same time before COVID-19 came. So resources are limited. The challenges are still there, but we must also acknowledge that the prediction of what will happen in Africa and particularly in Nigeria when this happens had not happened as much, especially in the area of fatalities. We still have less than 400 fatalities reported, but there are much more can be done, and it requires a statesmanly approach. There must be patriotism by the leaders to work more with organizations like ourselves, organizations like Citi Trust that we just met, and many more. Government cannot do this alone, and nobody must also pretend that government has the resources to do it alone. So government on its own should communicate more and demonstrate more transparency, but engage more. More robust engagement is required to defeat this, to combat this completely, because the number is still going high. We must recognize that the landscape has changed. Some may still pretend that I will still do my wedding the way I do it, I'll still live my life the way I do it. So the masses must be safety conscious, because this life, as they say, it doesn't have duplicates. So if one is exposed carelessly to COVID-19 and it results to death, especially where there's a pre-existing health condition, the person is gone. So whether some people assume COVID-19 is a scam or not, believe that it has taken some lives. It has killed people outside Nigeria and here in Nigeria. So what you must do is remember to have your nose masks. Remember to wear it when you're in the public place. Remember to wash your hands and maintain social distance and avoid the usual old lifestyle. It's not likely that old lifestyle will come back again. But even if it will come back in years to come, right now, stay alive. One message to the masses is take every measure to stay alive. Don't do it because you want to impress somebody, but stay alive.